This is music, and this is yet another episode of Summer of Simon. Welcome to episode, who knows, of Summer of Simon, a sub-series of the First Impressions series, where I follow up on two crazy VCLTs I was sent by none other than Santa Wang himself, Simon from the Pieface channel. Check out that channel if you like your extreme metal and your CDs in particular. He's got you covered with that sort of stuff. Great channel. Very supportive member of the VC and obviously a very generous person too. He sent me two massive boxes of CDs. And in these videos, I follow up on those VCLTs and share with you my impressions of the CDs in those VCLTs. Let's start with this one here today. Veil Subconscious. To my ears, this is kind of melodeath, thrash, with pronounced Schuldiner influence. So it sounds a lot like death. In particular, the latter part of Death's discography. So the more technical and progressive part. In particular, sounds like they were very inspired by the Sound of Perseverance. Ooh, the one that you're supposed to hate. I like Sound of Perseverance. I don't care what you say. And you shouldn't care what I say either, because that's just the way things are, or should be. Anyways, what the hell am I talking about here? I'm talking about this one. So yeah, uh, it has a lot of melodeath influences. It starts out sounding like it's inspired more by At the Gates, but then quickly you realize, hold on, there's a lot of Chuck Schuldiner worship going on here. So a lot of melody, uh, a lot of, the drumming is sick. I really like the drumming on here. Uh, but a lot of twists and turns, a lot of progressive technical elements. It's not unlistenable though. It's not that kind of technical thrash, melodeath, death metal, whatever you want to call it. The vocals are Chuck style screechy, but also At the Gates style screechy, if you know what I mean. A lot of cool things going on here, and yes, a lot of Schuldiner worship, but they also have their own thing going on. Lots of like mellow parts that pop up every now and then, almost, I don't know if bluesy is the correct term, but that sort of vibe. So it's very interesting. This actually slaps. I love this one. It's great. Some fantastic stuff. Up next, we have Stumpy International Tall Dwarfs. It's just a CD here. Doesn't look like much. I do have the Digipack stored somewhere else, and the artwork looks like this. And yeah, this looks like it's super fun comedy rock. Except it isn't. It's weird shit. Um, it's quite experimental. Got like 19 tracks, I think, and a lot of them are kind of short and just kind of like experiments with sounds and stuff. Of course, you do have proper songs on here. They're very minimalistic. You don't really have any rhythm section to speak of. They're quite repetitive too. So it did remind me a little bit of the another CD that I was sent by Pieface Simon in the same VCLT, on one of these two VCLTs, and I did talk about that one, and that's this one right here. But whereas this one has a lot of artistic value, it's an unpleasant listen. It's very expressive. The guy sounds like, he has this kind of moaning way of singing, and it sounds like he's in pain and so on and so forth. And I think it's deliberately made to be an unsettling and unpleasant listen. So that one has a lot of artistic value and it's actually interesting. This one here, on the other hand, is kind of boring if I'm being honest, and it comes across kind of annoyingly pretentious in places. So yeah, so there you go. I prefer the this one here again. There you go. You can see it again. Uh, Much prefer this one. Okay, up next, we got a Christmas album, Christmas in Valhalla by Thor, because I love Christmas. I hate Christmas. I don't know why, but while everybody else, they feel like happy and excited when it's Christmas, I just get completely stressed out. I hate that time of year. Anyways, so this is Thor, and yeah, so it's a Christmas rock album. You've got 9 songs on here. Some of these songs are actually kind of punky. The 2 first ones are kind of punk rock songs, and then you have some more hard rock songs and metal songs too. Uh, it's good fun for sure. There's some weird things on here as well, and it has a quite do-it-yourself vibe to it. But it's a fun listen for sure. Not a masterpiece in any sense of the word, but good fun listen. And up last we have this one here, Step Beyond by Without Warning. Uh, this is progressive metal, progressive hard rock, perhaps. And it's not like your overly self-indulgent, super technical progressive metal. It's more like hard rock or heavy metal, uh, inspired by the likes of Yes and Genesis, or rather, it sounds like Genesis or Yes had they made a hard rock or metal album. So you have that kind of 70s organ. There's a lot of that going on. You have some odd time signatures for sure. Some of the songs are quite light, and some of them are a little bit heavier. The vocals are your kind of husky, slightly husky, I should say, hard rock vocals. There's some fantastic songs on here. You have a whole stretch of songs towards the end, like 3 songs in a row, Turning Pages to the End and The Embrace. They're just awesome songs. Heavy guitar tone on those songs. You got some accessible odd time signature parts and just nice vocal melodies and stuff. So yeah, this is a great progressive metal, progressive hard rock album. Might be a good gateway album into the world of progressive metal if you come from a more like hard rock hard rock background, or if you come from a you know late 60s, 70s as well, prog rock background. So there you go. This was great. This was my favorite of the batch that I talked about today. But there you go. Do check out the Pie Face channel for now. Thanks for watching.